Is that tiny body, floating within that vast range, not just a symbol of indecision, or is it a heart wrestling between letting go and holding on? When a shadow stretches high yet ends in silence, do you wonder who was trying to break through, and why they failed? If a wide range with a hesitant close hints at weakness, does that not mirror the way we sometimes fake confidence while trembling inside? And when that same candle leaves its body small, insignificant amidst the noise, does it not ask, will you still notice me, even when I'm barely here? When shadows reach high, far beyond the close, are they not like the parts of us that dream even when the world tells us not to? And if strength can be judged by how far a body closes from its extreme, then is love judged by how deeply we choose to stay when we could have left? And what about that long lower shadow, where buyers lifted what was nearly abandoned? Can you feel the hands that caught you when you were falling? Can a candle that opens low and closes above mid-range be the story of a heart that nearly gave up but didn't? When price touches the edge of despair but then climbs, isn't that a story of survival, of hope reclaiming its ground? Can a candle tell you that someone stepped in, that someone believed, even as the market forgot? And if a doji stands there with its body barely a breath wide, between its extremes, does it not whisper, I don't know what I feel, but I feel it all? Can indecision be beautiful when it wears the clothes of restraint? When price trembles at the midpoint, caught between shadow and light, does it not mirror how we hover between fear and faith? And if that tiny mark within a great range stands still, would you dare to lean closer, to ask what it hides? When a doji closes higher or lower than the midpoint, does that not suggest someone whispered first, someone leaned in just enough to shift the balance? And can the shadow that stretches toward what might have been still reveal a trace of longing? If a candle tells you, I almost was, will you believe it mattered anyway? And finally, if every pattern, every trace, every flicker in the chart is just another way the market says, I wanted to, but I didn't, how many times have you said the same? If a 60-minute candlestick closes above yesterday's high, do you feel the door to new possibility creak open in your chest? When the shadow of the past day's high is pierced and held, do you sense the market whispering, I might want more? If a candle dares to close above where it could not close yesterday, is it not reaching towards something it couldn't grasp before? Does that remind you of yourself? Is it enough for price to flirt with the high, or must it fully embrace it, closing above it, to be believed? Have you ever hovered at the edge of a decision, just below the high of a hope, and felt the difference between touching and claiming?